led by the MVP, the All-Star Julius, 27 points, 16 boards, 7 dimes. Julius flexing his All-Star muscles tonight, led the way. RJ Barrett got in his bully bag early, in his passing bag early, got the job done. And welcome back Elfrid Payton, who says, don't think I'm not starting. That point guard spot is all mine. Payton chips in with 20 points. So all in all, Knicks run away with it, 114 to 104, and wrap up the first half over 500, 19 and 18.
Sure.
Let's get it going. Salute to everybody in the chat once again. Hit that thumbs up button for your squad. CP Ashley North, J. Ellis. Knicks post game live, #1 show for the fans by the fans. J. Ellis, how are you feeling tonight, man? Give me some thoughts on this game, bro.
I'm feeling good, man. Tonight went how I wanted it to go. How I thought it would go. Easy victory. We all look good. Julius Randle, he's proving that he's an all-star. Elfrid Payton came in the game, and he's like, I want my job. Y'all not for your head top. Take that. Listen, we scored a lot of points. In the paint. I think we had like let's see,
over 50 for sure.
Yeah, over 50 points. 60. Yeah, points in the paint, 60 to 38. Half of the reason that was happening because Elfrid Payton was living in the paint alone. Julius Randle and RJ.
Well, we know who was guarding Payton too, so no surprise. Yeah,
turnstile. The turnstile was open today. Turnstile traveled from New York to Detroit, and the turnstile was open today. Exactly.
Shout out to DSJ though. Shout out to
DSJ. Yeah, shout you out. But this game blew open when we it was an 11-2 run in the second quarter, and that's when the game started to blow open. The second unit tried to give the game away. In the fourth, but we held on, and that was the game.
Second shooting struggled a little bit, but still got it done. Ashley, how you feeling? What are you thinking?
Listen, 2 words: complimentary basketball. That's what was played today. We played both sides of the ball offensively. Everybody got involved. All of our starters had double digits tonight. Defense was impeccable. I mean, listen, Bullock was on Ellington like white on rice. That man could not breathe. But not only that, because everybody got involved with defense, it allowed RJ to do what RJ does best, and that's drive it to the rim. The lane was open. We were, making it easy for our guys to kind of make these offensive plays. Not only that, but Julius Randle was out there doing what he does best. He was also doing a great job, and not only offensively putting up points himself, but also getting everybody else involved offensively. And I mean, I gotta give credit where credit is due. Shout out to the French Prince.
Frank Hive, let's go.
Frank Hive in the building, no doubt.
Are you not entertained?
Frank Hive is activated because he was raining those threes all the way from the Eiffel Tower. It was just everybody was
CashApp, the KOT.
Everybody was doing their part today, and this is what you're supposed to do at home, and this is what you're supposed to do against teams like the Pistons. And we did what we had to do, and I'm glad we're going into the break over 500. Everybody put over 500 in the chat.
Over 500. Over 500, man. 19 and 18, and I gotta start with Julius once again, man. Julius once again, 27 points, 16 boards, 7 dimes. Ash, as you said, he was trying to get his guys involved early. Definitely did that. Him and Bullock obviously have that chemistry, so they had it clicking. That baseline Julius is automatic, man. There was a stat. The hottest shooters per zone in the league, and Julius had the best percentage in the league on those baseline jumpers, man. He's starting to patent that move. It's like his go-to move, but really just his overall patience with everything, his decision-making. Again, this has been an incredible first half for him, a complete 180, from where he came from last year. And, just happy for him, man. Absolutely happy for him. He came out with the article in Players Tribune today, and it was a great article for anybody who missed it. And to me, the thing that stood out to me was basically where he said, more than any other team he's been on, this Knicks team feels like they have a collective purpose.
Right.
And that's big because I think it speaks to not just his, metamorphosis, but the overall team, the culture. Yeah. We talked about it. We wanted the foundation to be, start to be set in a serious way and get a culture going. And that's on Tibbs. That's on Tibbs, and that's on Julius really turning things around. And so, you can't go to the well with the same takes that the LOL Knicks or the toxic environment or the Dolan this. they're turning things around, man, and Julius is putting it out there. So very happy to see his performance.
And one of the things I loved, and let me get the exact quote because it was a good one. He said, "I was so disappointed in myself for how that first season in New York had gone. It felt like a blown opportunity. It felt like I had cemented my reputation in the opposite way that I wanted to. Selfish, not a leader." And the last part of that really stuck with me also. I really only had one option: come out this season and establish a new one. So a lot of the times, especially just in life, not only just in basketball, you really never get an opportunity to make a second first impression.
True story.
Randall is just showcasing not only how difficult it was for him to know that he made a terrible first impression, especially with Knicks fans being so excited about him joining the team last season, but I think it also just speaks to his leadership. It's hard as a person to realize you failed. And I think, being able to do that self-realization and say, look, I messed up, and showcasing how grateful he is to the New York fan base to say, look, thank you for giving me a second chance because this is what I'm going to do with it. And he's showcasing that each and every game, that this is the leader that he really is. And last season was a fluke. This Julius Randle is here to stay. And listen, I was driving the Julius Randle Express from day one, and I'm still on it, all aboard. He is a
exactly, CP.
He's a Knick. Hey, I was on it too. I told you this was gonna happen. Matter of fact, I told you this was gonna happen. but as you said on the whole accountability thing, everything that we knocked him for, he already knew. That's what he said in that article. So when fans were like, "Oh, y'all trash him, you trash him," we just put it out there from what we saw. He saw the same thing, and he came back a better player. You know what I'm saying, Jay? Let's go ahead, bro.
Nah, you're absolutely right. Like, and that was the part that stood out to me too, the accountability part. And it's like, and the thing is, like, we're around Knicks Twitter. Like, he's listening to what's going on in the streets.
Couple people got blocked. A couple people got blocked in the fray.
Exactly where I was
Not
going.
Me and him is cool, but I don't know, some of the other guys take it south a little too far.
I didn't get blocked. I got blocked by Joe Budden, but me and him are still cool.
Me too.
Y'all savages, man. Yeah, the
Joe, I don't know what I did.
Your Twitter
Joe.
etiquette is not up to snuff. Your Twitter etiquette is not up to snuff.
But going to that accountability thing, and also, you can as a player either take the criticism, especially New York criticism. Obviously, in different team markets, it's a little bit different. The criticism is a little bit softer, but New York, they don't call it the New York. We don't call it the New York grits for nothing. The fan base holds no punches. And you can either let that do one or two things. You can either let it put a chip on your shoulder and be like, man, y'all know what you're talking about. Like, whatever.
Yeah, be stubborn about it.
I'm out on the court. I'm on the court. You can take the bitter route, or you can do what Julius Randle did and be like, look, they're right. It's actual factual facts, and I got to do better. And he took the second route, and here we are. So
for the right player, bullying works.
Don't listen to that, kids at home. But yes, it's true. Yeah. And
for the right player.
That's a fact.
Good advice in a cyberbullying society.
We're not advocating for cyberbullying. Don't trip off the
YouTube
YouTube algorithm, James. Please. Julius getting selected by Team KD. I didn't like he was the 18th pick of the draft, but we'll let it slide. Team KD selects Julius. We'll go through the rosters in a little while. Back to the game. RJ. I thought RJ set a great tone tonight.
Hashtag 9 guy,
9 guy was in his bag early. I loved how he was facilitating early, finding his teammates. 5 dimes for RJ. He got out there early. Just imposed his will. There was no run on the. Let's be honest. The Pistons weren't out there playing any defense.
No, they wasn't.
The only thing stopping the Knicks' offense was themselves because they're just not an overall good offense. But RJ came out, took care of business, got to the line, did his thing. 21 points, 5 dimes for RJ, 1 or 2 from downtown. JLs, give me your thoughts on RJ tonight.
Yeah, pretty much said it all, man. I actually wanted more assists from RJ today.
He could have. Yeah, I thought he could have had him.
Yeah, because he had 5. I feel like he had 5 assists by halftime or close, or a little bit after halftime. I'm like, he might go for 8 today, but he didn't. But that's nitpicking considering the game that RJ had, man. Like you said, he blew by anybody he wanted to all the time. He went to that left hand repeatedly, hit the mid-range game. It was just a really easy night for RJ, and it's classic RJ. Now it's classic RJ.
Yeah.
Before people were saying, trade RJ because he had a bad week. Y'all looking crazy
Don't
right
say
now.
People.
Y'all looking crazy.
RJ.
Y'all looking crazy right now. I didn't say you, Ash. I said y'all know who y'all are.
Yeah, the RJ critics, we go hard on him, man. They go hard on RJ, man. But good bounce back win, and I think I got to go back to his 3-point numbers over the last 10 games. it's been pretty good, man. He's definitely up in his percentage a little bit. Let me go to the numbers here for his 3-pointers.
Yeah, it should be 34% from three right now. When before he was around in the 20s.
Right now he is at last 10. He's shooting 55% from three. Last 10. Stats right now, he's at 34%, 34.7% for RJ right now from three. 34.7% for RJ right now. So, great job by him. Ash, what do you think about the 9 guy tonight?
Listen, and speaking to what JL has pointed out about the mid-range game, I just am really excited to see that it's starting to become more comfortable for RJ to get in that bag. We already know he can drive it to the rim. We already know he's just elusive when it comes to getting in and out, weaving in and out of defenses. But that mid-range game is going to be the difference maker for him, especially until he can develop a long-range game. And I'm glad to see that starting to become more and more part of his game as the season progresses, and he's getting more and more comfortable in that bag. And because he's more comfortable, the shots are starting to fall more and more. So I'm just really excited about the trajectory of RJ. I'm excited to see what he's going to look like after the All-Star break. And it's just, listen, RJ is exceeding a lot of people's expectations. I think a lot of people kind of counted RJ out, especially after his rough rookie year. But those Duke kids, man, they're something special. As much as I hate to say it because I'm a UNC fan, but I'm just really excited to see RJ in his bag, and he's in it.
Yeah, definitely. Also got to go back to Nerlens. Nerlens Noel on the defensive end, back in his Mutombo bag once again. Not even with 2 blocks but 4 steals to go along with 12 points and 11 boards. They actually found him on the Gotham Lobs tonight. Give credit to Peyton. I don't remember if RJ called him for one or not, but at least on the defensive side of things and the rim running, Nerlens has been doing his thing, man, in Mitch's absence. And as we go into this extended All-Star break, I thought he did a very commendable job during that stretch and just holding it down for Mitch.
Yeah, seamless, man. He's been playing around 40 minutes a night since Taj and Mitch is going down, and his production has been pretty steady. I mean, he can't catch sometimes, but the defensive end, you're looking for at least one send back block that makes your face go, oh my god! Yeah. At least one of those again.
Threw it on Demboya.
Exactly.
Yeah, don't try that.
Yeah, and today was no exception. And even I feel like his rebounding has been picking up even recently. So complete, really good all-around game from Nerlens Noel. And even today, I think he was perfect from the field today, 5 from 5. So yeah, nice job, Nerlens Noel.
Yeah, that's a fact. Ash, that boy Peyton. We didn't know who was gonna play point guard today because they said Frank had a bruised quad, so we thought we was gonna have to get him a body cast. He ended up playing. D Rose was out. Peyton comes back with a hamstring and says, you know what? Easy on that start, easy on the point guard rotation. He had DSJ guarding him, so obviously that was a little bit easy, but you gotta applaud Peyton's aggressiveness tonight. Efficient, 7 of 14 from the field. He hits 1 3-pointer, 5 for 6 from the free throw line, 20.6 rebounds, 4 assists, 4 steals for Peyton. So, he came through when we needed him. Can't front there.
Peyton's like that one ex who always like creeps back into your phone just to see if you'll still answer the text messages. Yeah. It's like that person like consent that you're moving on, and it's like, let me just text like, what's up, big head? How you doing?
The you up text.
Just to like that's Peyton. I think he was realizing that everybody was heading to the Frank Express. Everyone was a part of, jumping into the Frank hive, and he was like, no, not so fast. I'm back, and I'm going to have a good game. So I'm now, now your feelings are all over the place. So it's definitely going to be confusing for the fans, but it's definitely going to be confusing for Tibbs. That much I know.
Sticking with the X analogy, though, right?
Yeah, let's hear it, bro.
Sticking with the X analogy, though, right? What usually happens when that X
don't name names, Jails. Don't name names.
Listen, what usually happens when that X comes back, all right? They act good for the first week of so, and then they're right back to the
old tricks.
Exactly.
Right back to the old tricks.
So he might be looking good around. He's on his best behavior. You know, you say he's giving you compliments.
Yeah.
He's hitting the shots. He's like, but who knows how long this is gonna last?
Hey,
so you gotta bring back the Rose, the Derrick Rose, right?
Peyton just posted that thirst trap on Insta to make sure you hit that.
Right. Let him know he still got it, man. Gotta let you know he still got it.
Just left the gym.
It's gonna be some decisions to make for Tibbs, man. Definitely gonna be some decisions to make for Tibbs. Salute to everybody in the chat once again. Hit that thumbs up button for your squad. CP Ashley Moss, JL's in here. 19 and 18 on the campaign. Knicks win 114 and 104. How you guys feel, man? Give us a call, 657-383-1509. Let us know how you feeling. Do we need to do a giveaway? Do we need to do a giveaway tonight to wrap up the first half? What do you guys think, man? Leave a comment in the chat. What do you guys think?
There's 1,200, almost 1,300 people in this chat,
1,300.
which it should be. We just won. We're going into the All-Star break above 500.
It's facts.
But the math's not adding up. There's only 337 likes. I need more likes. And
Let's get those likes up.
That thumbs down, you're dusty, you're crusty.
Let's get those likes up.
Let's get those likes activated.
Up, yeah, right? we got to activate it early, man.
Maybe if we get those 1,000 likes, maybe we can do a giveaway.
1,000 likes for the giveaway. You heard the lady. 1,000 likes for the giveaway. Hit that thumbs up button for your squad. We had a good week. So let me salute some super chats before we go to the phones. Joshua B said, Frank is giving us what we need from Bullock. Yeah, Frank came in, went 3 for 3 in the second quarter. From downtown. That was encouraging. Didn't hear from him after that, but, overall, good job by Frank. King Matthew says Obi's going to win the dunk contest. I'm calling it right now. Who's he going up against? It's Obi. It's 3 people in there. Obi. I got to double check the list. I wasn't too enthused.
Zach LaVine should be in it, but he's not.
Yeah, I got to double check. It's Obi. Who's in the dunk contest this year? I think Obi can win it. You know what I mean? I think
his father's dunker's delight. Like, he has to win it, right?
I think Obi can take it.
A rite of passage.
Yeah, he doesn't. Wow.
You got to represent. Just don't bring out the crazy props and whatnot. Like Anthony Simmons, Cassius Stanley, Obi.
Definitely Obi can win this.
Yeah.
But it was definitely also alluded to that Randall may or may not be part of Obi's dunk.
Oh, really?
That Randall may or may not be part of the shenanigans. We got Nick on Nick crime here going on. So
that could go either way. It could go left.
Like is he gonna throw a pass?
Yeah, we gotta see, man. We gotta see, man. But yeah, I think Obi can take it. I think
so too.
And then they said Randall's in the skills competition. All right, whatever. That's cool too. That's cool. King Matthew says Randall is going to win the skills challenge, calling it right now. I didn't even know that was coming next, Jails. I didn't even know. He said Randall's the king of NYC. So
he's definitely going to win, man. Especially if there's like a spin move challenge, he's winning that.
Yeah.
And also shout out to our boy RJ for being in the Rising Star game.
Rising Stars, yeah.
Our boy IQ, but that, it's a different conversation.
They left IQ out. They're not playing it this year. I don't know if there's any, financial incentive in there. If there is, then I say, they really need to consider it because they got guys like DeAndre Hunter in there. He hasn't played in weeks. He's been injured. And so I don't know, like they have all-star bonuses. I don't know if they have rising star bonuses. If they do, then IQ certainly has a case.
And also, I definitely think that I would personally take Michael Porter out and put IQ in just because, yes, I know Michael Porter didn't play his rookie year, but his draft was 2017. I believe.
Man's just old now, man. Get him up out of here. Man.
The way I look at it, though, Rising Stars for me, it should not be more than 2 years, 2 seasons.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Draft class. Like he was 3 years ago. Like we get it.
Get him up out of here, man.
Season, but you gotta go. Like,
I mean, even like this, like, come on, man. Like he's been like the 3rd best rookie. In the class this year. So if your name is not like LaMelo Ball, Halliburton, I feel like he has a case above everybody else. To be honest with you.
Nah, IQ got to get up in there, man.
Yeah,
that was just blasphemy. IQ has to get up in there. Let's get to the phones. My guy Benji's on the line. Benji, what's going on, bro?
Hey, what's up, y'all? Obviously, we needed to win this game tonight, so we took care of business. No style points, but we brought out the energy early and beat a bad team that was missing, obviously, Jeremy Grant. But obviously, Noel was fantastic tonight. Definitely one of the better games he's played this year. He's really, really been good. But we got to get him some help, man. 42 minutes is too much for him. So we got to find some sort of body out there. I don't know if it's Festus Ezeli or somebody like that, but we got to get somebody here to give him some assistance. And then also I just want to call out, I thought Bullock was really good tonight despite him missing a bunch of open threes. I think his defense was suffocating, as Clyde said.
Yeah.
He was draped all over Ellington and Bay at times all night. So, yeah, what do you guys think? You think we can pick up a big man? You think we're going to call up Ezeli to give us just a body? Because those minutes on Noel are too much. I just don't think that's going to work out in the long run if we play him this much.
Yeah, you got to see what it is. You know, Ezeli they did pick up Festus Ezeli for the G League from the Warriors championship days. So they did sign him. Obi only got 12 minutes tonight. Obviously, you know, he's not going to play the 5.
Yeah. I mean, it's one, and then Miles Powell is out too, so
Miles Powell's going to the Bucks, but I mean, he can't play the 5.
Yeah, I'm saying it's like an extra spot, maybe like maybe I don't know.
Got you. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's going to come trade deadline, you know, or do they just bring Ezeli up? But it all depends on Mitch's timeline. All depends on Mitch's timeline.
And even Taj's timeline, because Taj should be back by, I would think, a week, right? How bad is his injury?
Who knows? Because the Alec Burks sprained ankle, that was a minute. That was a couple weeks, bro. That was like 16 weeks.
Yeah, that's crazy. But that's not usually that's not usually the timetable for a sprained ankle. Like usually, sprained ankle is a week to 2 weeks.
Yeah, typically.
Timetable. Does anybody know?
I sprained my ankle so many times, so that's why I know.
Whose timetable?
Mitch.
Mitch has been
4 to 8, right? It was like a month, right?
It was like a month and a half to
around.
Yeah, a month and a half to
back. Hopefully, like 2 weeks after the break ends.
You gotta hope. I'm sure you get reevaluated and then see. You know, you gotta see how it's healing, how it's healing up.
Yeah, they got to be reevaluated. Then they're probably gonna have to make him do some. You know, they like to have these guys play before they actually just get on the court. So they have to reevaluate him, and then he has to do some, you know, some drills, 5-on-5, 4-on-4, and all those things until he comes back on the court.
Yep. So to everybody in the chat, once again, hit that thumbs up button for your squad. If you guys are new in the chat, leave us a hashtag new. Also, throw your cities in the chat. Let us know where you guys are checking in from. We'll shout you out. And let's get back to the phones. Oh, this is going to be a good one. I don't know which Will from the Bronx this is, but we're going to know right away. Will from the Bronx, what's going on? It's him.
What? Booty, a doody booty. What? A doody booty, a doody doody. What? Doody booty.
Oh, he did the remix on us tonight.
First, shout out to for violating that on his own show. He my beep and had the white boy.
Yeah.
Prodigy, though.
And how about this, Will? How about this? They want to bring in and Skip Bayless. Did you guys hear that? ESPN was so flustered after I bodied Max on his own show that they offered Skip Bayless the bag just to bring him back. It was that much of a frenzy going on over there. Ethan him on his own show.
Yo, I'm so dead. But yo, I'm filled with wild hysteria.
Always.
Yo, guys, let's really look at your life right now. Knicks are above 500 going into the All-Star break.
Yeah.
We have an All-Star. We have RJ. You already know RJ going ball out Rising Stars game. We got Obi in the dunk contest. Like, Frank is getting buckets.
What is going on? What is going on?
I was this close to buying a ticket back home, bro. So close, bro. So close. But shout out to him. He's balling. I thought he was done. Like, I thought they had the coffin ready for him and everything. I thought he was done. IQ, definitely getting snubbed. They need to change that USA versus World format. I hate that crap. Oh my God. IQ he gonna show them though. He gonna show them.
They're not playing, but it's okay. Up. Yeah.
But I'm stupid hype. I don't even know what to say.
It's all right, man. We appreciate you, man. We appreciate you. My man Will came in with the remix of the original song. Yeah, this Cole's hilarious, man.
Out of control,
His calls are definitely hilarious. Let's salute some people in the chat, man. I want to salute Steven Rosa checking in from, he said, Slam Diego. No doubt. Salute Steven Rosa. What's going on? Let me shout out Beast Mode G. He said, hashtag new MVP Rose is going to lead us to the promised land. All right. Who else we got in team hashtag new? Ice Handsome. What's good? Richard Graves. How you feeling? Ben. Somebody got a YouTube name Ben. He says, hashtag old. So salute to Ben. Okay. Christian Grisales. Hashtag new. You know what I'm saying? Ashley, you want to shout out in the chat?
Let me shout out Eric L. Booker from Brooklyn.
BK in the building, no doubt, no
doubt. Let me shout out Keesong Powell, I think I'm saying it right, Jamaica Queens. Shout out to Killer Queens. Home of my daddy, he's from Hollis, one time for Hollis Queens.
No doubt, no doubt.
Building. Shout out to Chuck D for always rocking with us.
The Rhyme Animals in the building. Throw a P in the chat for Chuck D.
Shout out to Staten Island in the building, home of the Wu-Tang Clan. And just shout out to everybody rocking with us on the last show before the break.
Last show before the break, man. JL, how about you?
Yo, shout out to my cousin Winston, yo. Winston Ellis rocking me all the time.
Doesn't miss a show, man.
Yeah, he don't miss a show, yo. Tyrone the Champion, shout out to you. Paul P. Nicholas Scratch. That sounds like another DJ name I can play with later if you come back. I'll see what's up.
Yeah, we can figure that one out.
Yeah, I can figure that one. Tony Curry. Ice Handsome, all right. I see you feeling yourself, all right. And Nick J, shout out to you, Nick J.
No doubt. Also shout out Faris Muthana, team hashtag new, and Pedro Reis from Portugal.
Young Simba's in here.
Young Simba,
there you go. Nice. That's how you bounce back, bro. That's how you bounce back.
I wasn't gonna do it, but I want.
No doubt. Salute Ivan Omar checking in from Malaysia as well. Yeah, we got people from all over here, man. Make sure you guys are hitting that thumbs up. If we're closing in on the 1,000, Dave, you could send out the you know what? Send out the form now, and then we'll figure out what the fate is for the chat by the end of the show.
Shout out to the fake Julius Randle in the chat saying, yo.
Fake Julius Randle is in the building. Julius is here. Good game,
bro. All-Star, Julius.
Yeah, congrats, man. Let's go to Teron Mosley in Brooklyn. Teron, how you feeling?
Yeah, how y'all doing, man? How's everything with you?
Good, bro. What's going on? How you feeling?
I'm feeling all right, man. I just want to talk about tonight's game. It was a good game, good win tonight with the guys. Yeah, I'm just tired of Tibbs, man.
Oh my God!
You got to give Obi the rock.
Well,
you got to find Obi in these spots.
Yeah, and appreciate the call, man. You know, we all looking for Obi, man. We all looking for Obi to get activated. Yeah. You know, he had that one play in the post, JLs. He thought he was about to make a move on Dembuya, and then tries to like reset it back to IQ and set up like a pick and roll. I just want to see him attack, man. Regardless if you're gonna get blocked. Like, just make a beast mode move to the rim and see what happens. You know what I'm saying? Like,
he's a team guy.
Yeah, forget
he's
them.
He's a team guy. Pick and roll, pick a pop, post, pick it out to you. He's a team guy, so he's not gonna chuck. It's just who he is.
I mean, just get aggressive, man. Yeah. 0 free throw attempts again, Jails. It's just I get it with him, but come on, bro.
Yeah,
and he has to get he doesn't even get the ball. And to be fair, too, in general, there wasn't a lot of free throws in this whole game.
No, it wasn't a lot. I think everybody was trying to go home and wrap it up early. But it's just too many nights with Obi, man. He gets 0 free throw attempts. Just attack and test the whistles out, bro. Don't be afraid, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he has to get the ball too. Like that's why I can't. I don't even get on him like that. Like if he touched the ball more.
Yeah.
Then I can be like, yeah, he should. But if he touched the ball 5 times a game and then shoots 3, I'm not gonna be like, you should attack, because it's up to the guards to give him the ball. Like,
there's a few avenues that you can take with Obi. Obviously, I'm a big fan of the G League. I'm not gonna reiterate that entire point, but you know how I feel about it. Unless unless people are okay with the fact that Obi's just not going to get there this season. Hopefully next season, when you have some more normalcy, maybe he can go ahead and flourish. And then next season, you'll see a different Obi. That you don't know until it happens. 2 is, listen, Obi is not going to get the ball more than he's getting it. So he needs to, attributing to CP's point, he needs to make more of the minutes that he is getting. And he's not doing that. Yeah. He's not going up aggressive. He's not playing
aggressive, man. That's what I want to see. Aggressive.
You know that Tibbs is watching you like a hawk. You know that your minutes are limited. You know the plays are not designated for you, designed for you, rather. When you are in a moment to showcase what you can do, showcase it. If you got to put on some weight, put on some weight. Get out there and bully people. Get gully. You're from Brooklyn. Like, come on. Like, play some street ball. Like, what are you doing? Like, or just got to be okay with this is the situation that's at hand. You got to realize, like, look, you're not going to get more minutes. You're not going to get more plays designed for you, and just go out there, do what you can. Don't take it to heart when things aren't going your way, but come back and be a different person next season. That's the only option. Hopefully after the All-Star break, if he wins the slam dunk competition, he'll come in with some swagger and some energy in his game, but something's not clicking for Obi. I'm not quite sure what it is yet.
4 points, 2 or 2, 2 or 2.
I know what it is. He don't get the ball and he don't play.
It's not like he never gets touches. They maybe
not never. Just 3 to 5 times a game for 9 minutes.
What are you doing with it?
What are you doing with it? That's like
what are you doing with it?
It's like the Eminem song. You only got one shot. Like it's the only time you got to showcase what you can.
Just go with it, man.
Here's the thing. Here's your
opportunity. You're not anything.
Here's the thing. There was like a week stretch where Obi was balling, and this version of Obi balling was him getting the ball 3 times in a row and then making a shot and going 3 for 3, 3 for 4, 2 for 3. And even when he's balling, he then gets taken out the game for Randall. So it's like, and that's when he's balling at his peak. You know what I mean? When he had it going. Now you playing 9 minutes a game, and you have 3 minutes to get it going. Otherwise, you're getting pulled. And you saw it happen today. When the second unit got it in the fourth quarter, and the lead started to dwindle, who's the first person to get in the game?
Yeah, it was Julius.
Julius Randle.
Yeah, it was Julius. He took him out.
So
he took him out.
He was the first one out. So it's just like his window to play good is so small that it's almost impossible. It's almost impossible for me to over criticize him for not taking over the game.
And it's not criticizing, bro, but 0 free throw attempts. 0 free throw attempts.
How do you get free throws?
When you get the ball in attack, bro. When you get the ball in, don't tell me he hasn't gotten the ball ever. Come on, man.
Ever? Come on, see.
He gets the ball in the post.
He gets the ball in the
post, and because he's not confident in his post-ups. That is the problem. He's getting the touch. He might not be getting a lot.
He's getting the touches? Are you watching the same game?
He's getting enough to make a move to the basket, Jay.
He's getting 5 touches a game. If you get 5 touches a game, CP, let's be real. You get 5 touches a game. If for a good game for you, if you're getting 5 touches a game, is if you go to the line once out of the 5 touches.
A small window is still a window, though, Jay Ellis. That's the argument. Listen,
that's what I'm saying.
I know a small window is just a window, but you're expecting too much out of a 9-minute span.
Bro, I can't expect a free throw attempt. I can't expect an aggressive move to the basket on one of your touches.
I'm not saying don't expect it at all, but I'm saying I'm just saying you expect them to do way too much in a 9-minute game window.
Let me ask you this then. Then what is the excuse for when, let's say Randall or let's say Barrett has the ball in his hand, he takes the shot up. I've seen Obi watch that ball go into the air, hit the basket, hit the rim, bounce off, and he doesn't even try to get a second or third. He's watching the play happen. Move your feet, play some defense. That's why Tibbs is always yelling at him. If you're not going to go ahead,
I'm not talking about okay. Now we're talking about rebounds.
You gotta do, but I'm saying
you talking about free throw attempts.
I'm saying he does.
I'm just saying. Just to get him going a little bit, bro. The guards are not doing a great job of getting him involved. It's not IQ. It's not Burks. They're out to get theirs. They're not exactly distributing it to him, and most of the time he's getting it at the 3-point line. I'm saying when he's getting it in the post like he does, a lot of times he's not confident in his post up, and that's why he's resetting it back to the guards and then trying to get a pick and roll where they're not going to find him anyway. So I'm saying when you get that opportunity, make a move to the basket.
I'm just saying he's had opportunities, but I feel like he has to play perfect to be happy or for people to be like he's doing something. Perfect. Because last week, just a week ago, he was getting the ball in the post, and we were saying, "Oh, his post game is coming along." And then this week, he don't get the ball as much, and now he's a complete not trying again. It's like no, he doesn't have the same opportunities as everybody else. That's what I'm saying.
It's not about. But the thing is I agree with that, and that's been a criticism of mine, which is why I'm so for him going to the G League, because I feel like he's not going to be able to develop. But there's so many different aspects of the game where Obi can do more and he's just not. I don't know if it's because he's not confident, if he's not comfortable, if he feels lost, but there's no reason for you not to play defense. There's no reason for when you have the ball in your hand not to go up aggressive. There's no reason for you not to get free throws. There's no reason for your spacing.
Yeah, if you're talking defense, that's
There's
different.
no reason for any of that. It's not like you're not playing.
If you're talking defense, that's a whole different animal.
All right, let me get to the phones. Let me get to the phones. I don't want to make it the Obi hour. Anthony from Florida, what's going on? He didn't even play that much. Anthony, what's going on?
Shade.
Yo, what's good, fam? Yo, I just want to let y'all know I love this show, yo. I love y'all. PC, JL, Ashley. I rock with y'all all day.
All right. Appreciate it, man. Definitely appreciate
I
it, bro.
always watch every game. I'm all 82. Like, I rocks with.
No doubt.
And just to go off the conversation with Obi, all I'm asking with them 9-10 minutes that he getting on that high ball screen when he giving that handoff, make him move to the rim because he wide open every time.
Thank you.
But that's
all I'm saying, bro. Make a move to the basket. Make a move to the basket. That's it.
That's all I'm asking.
Yeah.
And then my point was, I like the fact that Tibbs is bringing out everybody a good thing in him. Look, Frank getting in the game, he came in ready. Every time he's been in since then, he coming in ready to shoot. We ain't never seen the confidence out of Frank like that.
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah, you're right.
So that's the things that Tibbs are doing with everybody. So I'm saying, okay, we got to be a little patient with everybody that's playing. Even that's OB, and I even like how Bullock's playing. You see he's a good defense. We wouldn't have respected that last year.
Yeah.
Because he wasn't hitting his shots. But at the same time, we didn't have the coach to give him confidence. Hey, take the shot when you open. It's a difference.
Yeah, I agree. Appreciate the call. And he called Bullock, he called him like his superhero, something, Tibbs, on the post game. He was very complimentary.
He's underrated.
Yeah, he was very complimentary of Bullock. So something. He spoke very highly of Bullock. He spoke very highly of him to the point where you figure Kev is no chance of getting in this rotation.
And even us too. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, because at the beginning of the season, I wanted Alec Burks to start until Alec Burks started, and then you kind of realize what Bullock brought to the table. You just saw the defense was just not anywhere near as good. You know what I mean? When Alec Burks started versus Reggie Bullock. So, I mean, it's one of those things. When he's not scoring, he still has an effect on his team. So, I mean, I get it though. I'm Mac though. Reggie Bullock, you do your thing. You be doing your thing. Even though you don't hit all the shots, you miss your shots in the third and fourth quarter. That first two quarters, you nice. Yeah. But, you know, you still affect the game on the defensive.
He's on. And you know,
it's all love over here.
Randall and Bullock definitely have a chemistry going. And, you know, when he gets it in early, that's about it. But, again, his defensive flexibility, as Tip said, he's always guarding the toughest guy on the perimeter, which he's right. He may not be a lockdown defender all the time. But, again, it's you understand why Bullock gets the minutes that he does. You just wish that he converts more on his shots. Just wish he converts more on his shots. Today was 4 for 13. 2 for 9 from downtown.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I bet you if you look, most of the shots that went down were probably in the first two quarters.
Yeah. Probably. Let's go to, let me salute some super chats real quick. Salute to Tim Kim. Says, good, when do you guys think a trade will happen before the second half of the season starts? I don't know. I think they'll probably make it up to the deadline, and we'll see what happens. Eric Booker says, I got blocked by ESPN The Jump on Twitter, but I don't care. Ooh. Let's jump on my timeline more. Knicks. Hilarious. Was that the real jump? Because I know there's like a bootleg
fake jump.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know if I follow them or not. I'm not sure. Probably not. I probably don't.
Why? Did you diss the Tracy Morgan?
No, definitely not. I think people were definitely advocating for Tracy Morgan on the show. A lot of people were
dissing Rachel Nichols.
Oh, yes.
Not Tracy Morgan.
Oh, yeah, Rachel Nichols. Yeah, that would make sense.
That makes sense. It makes a lot of sense. But yeah, we should definitely Tracy Morgan, if you're listening, man, we'd love to have you on the show for sure.
Heck yeah.
Definitely. The Rhyme Animal Chuck D sends a super chat. He says, CP and Max. When CP said he couldn't hear, I was thinking Ali Liston when Liston glove ointment went in the eyes 2 rounds. Still couldn't stop the W. Yeah, they tried all type of tricks, Chuck. They had 4 guys in the back, three producers and Max, And I still had to break him off, man. I still had to ether him on his own show to the point where they had to go and call Skip Bayless. Get Skip Bayless on the phone. We need reinforcements. And I think Skip just read up with Fox. I think he just got the bag with Fox. So they're going to be stuck with Max, man. They're going to be stuck with Max. We'll see if we get the call back for next week. Let's go down to the A. Chris from ATL. What's going on, bro?
Yeah, what's going on, brothers? I just want to insist this too, because I wanted to show y'all all love. Quick thing, I used to be a former coach, and I'm real cool with Lloyd from Atlanta, the coach that got fired.
Lloyd Pierce.
Oh.
Now, here's the thing. The thing is, a lot of people, they're dealing with a lot of young guys, and they don't want to listen to the coach. Now, Tibbs has too much power in New York, and what's going to happen is you keep yelling at Obi, watch him go to another team and go off, right? Okay. Same thing will happen with Atlanta. Trae Young, you got on him, now he turned on the coach. Right? So you're going to hurt somebody on the Knicks, and they're all going to turn on Tibbs. And in a year or so, everybody jumping on him now, but I mean, they're gonna get this man out.
I appreciate it, bro, but I mean, I don't think that has not. We don't have any impact on that. I mean, if he's watching the show, I don't. You know what I'm saying? If that's what he's saying, but
I think. All right, so for me, it's like we seen that it imploded, right? It imploded for the Timberwolves because of the guy's character, right? Like I feel like Tim's voice kind of wore them down, and they didn't want to listen. I feel like the character guys we have here are a lot different. You know what I mean? And I think the Knicks did a good job of bringing people in here who are workhorses and who can take coaching. And it starts with Julius Randle and on down. And also, you know, even Mike Woodson and Kenny Payne, like all those guys kind of have that feel like they're tough guys, but they also put their arm around you. So I don't think that's going to necessarily happen here. And I think OB is a little bit tougher than that as well. So I don't think that's going to happen personally.
Yeah.
I could be wrong, but I don't foresee that.
Yeah, I agree with that also. And I think the difference with the Trae Young situation is they're on a mediocre losing team.
Yeah.
And I think they have been with that coach for a while, and that also adds to the levels of frustration.
The pressure,
Yep. Not being heard. It's almost like a pressure cooker, and each loss just adds more pressure, and then it just explodes. I think the difference in the Knicks rather, is that we are winning. You know, there is signs of life in so many different areas, and I think that Obi won. I think Obi's made for New York. I think he can play in New York. He's from New York. I think he's tough, and I think that he's able to understand that Tibbs is tough on him because if you look around you, there's so much talent and so much potential. And if you want to play in New York, you have to play to the same level of the other men on the court, other men on your team. So I think it's a difference in when you're being yelled at by your coach, where it's coming from. You know, you don't want to hear your coach screaming at you when you're losing every game by 30 points and you're putting up 50 points a game. You know what I mean? But it's different when you're winning games and your coach is yelling at you. You know it's from a good place. It's a place of, listen, I want you to be great, and you're not great. So I think it's two totally different conversations.
I think with the Hawks and the Timberwolves, number one, they were both set back by a ton of injuries. You know, Hawks went out and made a huge free agent splash. They got Gallinari, Rondo, Bogdanovich, all these guys.
Expectations were high.
Yeah, well, the expectations were high. That's what happens. The expectations were high, and they did not deliver. Trae Young is Trae Young. I don't. He's good, but you know, is he the franchise? We'll see. And obviously the Hawks ownership is you know submitting to his demands and things of that nature, and they want to make sure that he's happy. So in order to avoid any type of disgruntled star situation later on, so they made their move. Maybe it was a little bit early. And with the Timberwolves, same way. Karl Anthony Towns was out for a long time. Now you have D'Angelo Russell out. So now you have the young guys. You don't have quality vets on the team. Cat is there. He's your superstar quality vet. But you have a lot of young pieces. You have a lot of rookies and not a lot of talent. And that's what happens. So when you see Tibbs coming out with these rotations and playing all these guys and they're still winning, he wants that record to be pristine, man. Yep. He's like, listen, I'm going to play the kids. I'm going to play the kids that are ready to play.
Yep. Yeah.
And I want to win. I want to win. A lot of times we talk out of both sides. We want to see all these kids, but we can't stand the losing. And then after a year and a half, the coach is gone and we reset again. It's a fine balance. It's a very fine balance.
Yeah, absolutely right.
So to everybody in the chat, once again, hit that thumbs up button for your squad. A couple more super chats came in. Tiger Side said, if Frail Prince had Peyton's selfishness ingrained in him, I could get behind him more often instead of waiting when he crumbles. Tease continues. Sheesh, so 3 for 3 from downtown. He was not impressed with the French Prince's offensive outburst.
They treated him like Corner Kev, you know. Corner Kev got hot and then he ain't passing the ball for the rest of the game.
It got quiet, man. It got super quiet for my man Frank, but
passing the ball.
He played, he came out and he started well.
Yeah.
Salute to Lloyd Banks in the chat. We got Banks in the chat. Salute to Banks checking in. Appreciate it. Chuck D says, salute ovation for NYK fans and CP Ash JLs for a brilliant first half of Knicks Nation 72. I've been a Knicks fan since 1967. This is a rare feeling. Win, lose, or draw, the 150% effort. It's an organic culture. Julius Tibbs and NYC tough. It's true, man. You know, that's the main sentiment of a lot of people is just that this is just different.
Yeah,
this is just different, and it is. You know, they come to play every night. They may not win every game because sometimes they just get out talented, but the defense has been carrying them. Their effort has been carrying them, and it's been a pleasant surprise, no doubt.
Yeah, for sure, man. The culture has changed. The habits are on a nightly basis. We only had one embarrassing loss really this season, which was the Spurs. I don't even remember last time we even lost like that. Maybe I have PTSD and I just forgot. But our whole thing, we completely turned around our season, man. We're just playing completely better. Hopefully we can carry that into the second half of the season.
Yeah. I mean, one of the things I always say whenever I go on any of these shows to talk about the Knicks, and they ask me what the biggest difference is, or what one of the biggest differences of this team is, and the attitude. You know, the difference is that this team, despite whatever holes they may have, and there's a lot of things that we have that we need to work on and that we need to add to our team and that we need to get better at. But I think the difference is that this team just really, when they step on that court, they truly believe that they can win regardless of who they're playing. And I think that they believe that regardless of where they are in the East and all the talent that is out there, they can compete with the best of them. And that's an attitude difference. And that makes all the difference sometimes when you're playing, because one of my favorite books is Relentless, and it's written by the trainer who trained Kobe Bryant, and he's worked with D Wade and a bunch of other legends in the game. And one of the things that made Kobe so great was he also trained Jordan at one point. One of the things that made these guys so great is before they stepped on the court, they already believed that they could beat you. They already had it in their mind, and it's a mental thing before it's a physical thing. And this team has completely changed their mental space. And if they can continue on this trajectory and then they start actually getting the pieces that they need, this team is going to be dangerous. And I say that now.
For sure. Another question I have for you guys and for everybody in the chat as we go into the second half, you know, what is the biggest storyline? What are you most looking forward to, or what are you most concerned about in this second half, man? JL, so I'll go to you first. What do you think?
Oh man, the biggest storyline for me, man, I have a few, but I'm curious to see who's gonna be here. That's what I really want to know. Like,
yeah,
the trade deadline is March 25th. We seen Derrick Rose be a starter. We seen Frank look like he's gonna be, you know, out the rotation to back in the rotation. We have these question marks with certain roles here. We feel like we want to shoot 3-pointers better, even though it seems like we're getting better over the last week. So for me, I'm just trying to figure out like who is going. It's Austin Rivers for me is probably the sure thing. But what are we getting in return? Are we going to package a second pick and another person? To me, that's the biggest storyline in my head. Like, who is staying and who is going?
Ash, how about you?
Okay, so that was mine. So thanks for taking it. What are the other options now that are left?
I mean, you got a ton. You have the point guard rotation, Rose, Peyton, Frank, trades, obviously.
Definitely for me, I would say my second thing definitely is Payne and Frank. I'm curious to see what Tibbs is going to do with that. I'm curious to see if his stubbornness gets in the way, if his favoritism gets in the way of what's better for the team. Yes, Peyton had his night, but just like the ex who texts you, hey, big head, and goes back to his or her old ways within a week, I think that Peyton that love affair is going to be short-lived, and he's going to be going back to just making ridiculous mistakes. And I just think that Frank has shown that he is just a threat on so many different ends of that, or so many different sides of that basketball, rather. Yeah. And I just think that he deserves the shot. We've already seen what Peyton does. Let's see what Frank can do with with the team in the second half.
Agreed. And on Jay Ellis's points on the comings and goings, Ian Begley did report on SNY today that the Knicks see value in Oladipo. I don't. I don't.
No Oladipo
for me. I've been consistent with that. That's not the move, but I just keep thinking if they can get him on that cheap, they may roll it. Like if it's a Kev and 2021 protected, I don't know. 2022 protected, I don't know, man. I just don't. I don't. For a rental piece, I wouldn't want to trade one of the young guys.
I wouldn't even do a Kev, man. It's just. And I just keep saying he just occupies the same space as RJ.
It's RJ.
It's just too much of a redundant piece.
Yeah.
Like if he was a 3-point shooter, cool. But what his best 3-point percentage was maybe 6% or something from three.
Right.
And right now he's at like the 29% right now. So we just started to get better from the 3-point line. We just got to hit 13%, and to add him in there, instead of Reggie Bullock in the starting lineup, because he will be starting.
Yeah,
it's gonna look great. It's gonna look crazy. It might look crazy. The only way to me it works out is if RJ Barrett continues on this pace of hitting that three, and then we kind of make him a spot up sort of, and Oladipo more of a playmaker. But I'm not even sure if it's not a perfect fit for me in my head.
Agreed. I think for me, my primary concern is the schedule, man. Schedules is going to be a dogfight right now. It is absolutely going to be a dogfight. Knicks are sitting in 5th, 19 and 18. You have the Celtics right there, 19 and 17. So 4th is a half game out. But look at this. Hornets, Heat, Raptors, Bulls, Pacers. All, Pacers are 1.5 games out.
Mm-hmm.
2 games out, sorry. So Knicks are a half game behind 4th and 2 games ahead of 10th.
Right. So it's important that we win our individual matchups too. You know what I mean? Like, how we have we've beaten the Pacers more times than they beat us.
Right.
It's gonna be really important that the teams below us,
the Miami game
right now,
Raptors, Hornets, who have been playing very well.
Yeah,
Raptors who beat us the first game. Go ahead, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we have to win the series matchups for these teams.
Have to win the series.
When it gets to the end, that could be really important when it comes to seeding and play-ins and things of that nature.
Ideally, bro, you want to hover between 4th and 5th all year. Yeah, and that's gonna be hard because I think they won't fall past the playing game. I think at the very least they'll be in it. At the very least, you hope. Because even Atlanta is only 2.5 games out. Atlanta's in 11th.
Right, but they're imploding right now. So you figure we have more stability to be able to sustain it.
But ideally, you want to stay 4th, 5th, get in, and then be able to make some noise in a 4-5. But if you crack 6, 7, 8, you got Philly, Brooklyn, and the Bucks at the top.
Right.
You're happy you make it, but
yeah,
tough series to get through.
I'm most scared of the Heat because I feel like the Heat is out of, and all those teams are a fake 7. You know what I mean?
Yeah. right. And Miami's a tough matchup for us, man.
For real.
They're a tough matchup. So definitely the schedule for me. And then I would say, can this defense maintain its edge? Mm-hmm. Can this defense maintain its edge, in particular from opponent 3-point field goal percentage? Because they were number 1 in the league. But again, it's not an aggressive 3-point defense. I think they've been, I think they've lucked out in a couple of these games and benefited from poor shooting nights. Not always. Their rotations are also crisp. But can that hold up?
Yeah, I feel like it depends on the team, man. The teams you play. Like the Spurs game, the Spurs have multiple shooters. You know what I mean? They have 8 guys who average double figures. So when a team is passing the ball that frequently, it's going to be hard for teams like the Knicks to shut that down consistently. So when you're looking at the second half of the schedule, you have to kind of look like who are the shooters on these squads who have multiple 3-point shooters, and that's probably the teams you're going to have a lot of problems with. Yeah, holding that 3-point percentage down like we usually do.
Yeah, go ahead.
Also conversations about Drummond and the Knicks being the front runners to land him.
Yeah, I can't buy that. I can't buy that.
Drummond. Fake news. I don't know about
that. Listen, there's been multiple people and multiple conversations and multiple reports, if you will. It's not the first time that I heard it that the Knicks are the front runners. He is from New York. Mount Vernon.
Mount Vernon.
He's from Mount Vernon, and I've had conversations with him, not recently, but before, and the Knicks are definitely a team that he's always had his eye on, and now apparently those reports are starting to pick up steam. So I don't know. I'm not quite sure how official they are, especially with so many other teams gunning for him. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out.
I believe he wanted to be here years ago when we had cap space. I definitely remember him being one of the rumors.
Yeah.
But as today, the way our team is constructed, it's just, I don't know. Like, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense long term.
Right.
Short term, like, cool. Like, to me, he's like if you want, like, put him on like a guy who a team wants to go over the hump, to win it all, because you just don't know if he's going to stay or leave. And
exactly. When
you one of those teams, you're willing to give up a pick or a second rounder or something to have you go on the team to see if you can face a big team like the Lakers or the Clippers. Yeah. We're not one of those teams, man. We're just a team trying to make it to the playoffs. So to give up a pick for a rental right now doesn't make sense for us.
I'm not with it. Let's hear what Sal has to say, man. Sal, what are you most concerned about for the second half?
Honestly, I'm not really concerned. I like the core that we have, and I know we do need some pieces, but I also believe that we'll mess up the flow of the team right now if we do get rid of anybody. I think we really should wait to the end of the season, see what we have right now, and then make a decision at the end of the season, because you see, like, even Nagina, he didn't play. He only played 2 games, but he came out firing on the Thibodeau like he never has in his whole career. So obviously something's sparking. I think we just need to wait and see what we have before we make any big moves and just stay to where we are. We have our center out that he's going to come back. New Orleans, he's holding it down right now. So we just got to wait and see, man. Don't trade nobody. Just let these boys gel together.
All right, appreciate the call, Sal. I hear that. I'm with you 100%, man. I'm definitely with you there. Let's hear from our guy Angel from Philly. What's going on, Angel?
Hey, CP, how you doing, bro?
Good, bro. How you feeling, bro?
I'm doing good. I feel good. First thing, before I get to my points, man, I just wanted to say that I listen to you guys every day, and I really appreciate you guys. It's kind of hot right now in the city, so listening to you guys, it's really a blessing. And I even had my mom listening to the show, and she was ready to run through a brick wall seeing CP take down Max.
Let's go. So, Let's go. I like that. Family affair. I like that.
But my mom, she also said, she's going to kill me. So she wanted to make sure I said this. But she was like, if you guys ever come to Philly, you guys always get a meal on her. So
all right.
Hey, let's go.
Appreciate that.
And can we, keep the defense up? Because, we play the Bucks, then we play OKC, and then we play Brooklyn and the Sixers. So we have to add shooting. My honest opinion, I would love to see Buddy Hield in this team, because that would be perfect. If you can't get someone like that, I think we should just stay patient and maybe do some low-cost moves. I don't want to see Oladipo in New York. He can't stay healthy, and I don't want to see Drummond either, because we're getting ready to get Mitch back. So, that's just my thoughts. But as far as the game, I'm really impressed with RJ. He looks real poised out there. Obviously, Julius Randle's doing his thing, but I'm just more impressed with RJ, because last year, we didn't know what he was going to be, but now, he looks poised. He's playing hard. And I would like to see the ball in his hands more, because he's really been shooting good. He's been shooting over 50% from 3. So, I just want to see him keep growing, and we'll just see how it goes, man. But I just want to say thank you guys for taking my call, and I appreciate
it,
y'all.
Appreciate you, man. Thanks, Angel. All right. And Mama Angel, appreciate that.
Road trip to Philly, guys.
Road trip to Philly, yeah. No doubt. JJ from Brooklyn. JJ, what's your second half storyline that you're watching, bro?
Yo, what's going on? Well, first, CP, I gotta thank you, man, for killing that clown Max, man.
No doubt,
bro. That was
bro.
absolutely epic.
Yeah,
you hit him with what he said about Eddie Curry. And what was the quote you dropped down, man? There's no honor in front running.
Yeah, there's no honor in front running.
You're the man for that, man. Thank you.
Yeah, easy. Appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, man, the second half, the thing, like you said, man, CP, this is schedule. It's going to be a beast. And like you said, when you mentioned the teams where, that are near us, the Pacers and the Celtics and the Raptors these teams are gonna get it together.
And you
got
to
to
play them.
So
you got to play them.
It's gonna be tough, man. I think we probably get in the play-in if I had to say. I think maybe we get around the 9th spot or the 10th spot because it's gonna be rough with that schedule. And
yeah.
But man, what I wanted to ask you guys was Randall. I mean, I'm in, man. I've bought in. Maybe you want to see it one more year. Obviously, we're gonna pick up that option. But my thing is, I think we should sign long-term and soon. So what numbers would you look at? I would probably go on top of next year's option we pick up. I would go probably 4 more years at like maybe 25, 26 million a year. What do you guys think about that?
I go about 25. I would go 25. Let me pull up Berman's. Yeah. Let me pull up Berman's tweet on it. Are you looking for it? Just check that out. Well, Berman had a tweet out on it earlier.
I'll definitely do 25. That's easy. That's an easy decision.
Yeah, he had a tweet out on it earlier and said that they could negotiate and get him, I think, to like 4 years, 100. But just double check that tweet.
Yeah.
Oh shoot, sorry, man. Sorry, everybody at home. That was not the best sound. Sorry.
It says under the CBA of Randall's final non-guaranteed year, Knicks can tack on 4 years, 106 million. It would to lock up Randall for what essentially would be $25 million per year.
Oh, do that if he's.
Yeah, I would do that easily. I would do that easily.
Easy in my sleep.
Yeah, if he took it. If he took
it, because he can wait, right? I feel like there's also a rule that says if he waits until like a certain time, he can get more than that if he wanted to.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to look right now too. What the thing is.
Yeah, if he took it, he's talking all that. I love being a Knick. Is he gonna give us I love being a Knick discount? He about to hit him with that Matumbo now.
Exactly.
Ain't no discounts covered. Hey, his business, man. He's earned it. He's earned his right to negotiate. So
extend him before All-Star games so he can start making his pitches.
Absolutely.
It says that he can wait. If he did wait, he would probably be able to bank some more.
Sure. Okay. All right. Something to keep an eye out on. What you guys think in the chat, man? What would you do with Randall? What type of deal would you give him? Leave a comment in the chat. Ash, we're at 850 likes for this giveaway. We are at 850 likes.
So we need what? My math's not good. 150
We
more?
need 100. Yeah.
150.
Let's go 150.
Let's go.
Just 150, man.
So this is what the exact thing says, just so we have the exact number. It says under Randall's 3rd year figure of $20 million, the Knicks could only offer him a top deal of 4 years, $106 million that would extend starting in 2022 and 2023 at $24 million per Bobby Marks, who's like the cap guru. So if nothing happens, then Randall stands to be a restricted free agent in 2022. So those are the numbers, folks. Those are the numbers.
Right. Yeah, Ari's somewhere passing out.
Yeah, Ari's somewhere passing out. Serge is trying to calculate his percentage. He wants his cut. You know what I'm saying? Serge is trying to see what he needs to, send the nephew a DM to factor in his percentage.
He's he wants marketing fee.
Yeah, he wants his 3% off the rip. No doubt, Serge. We hear you, bro. We hear you. Dan from Long Island. Dan, what are you most looking forward to in the second half?
No, absolutely, guys. So just talking on Randall, man, I mean, how do you not extend him at 24, 25 mil a year for 4 years? I mean, that's still $5 million less than what Gordon Hayward got, and he's 4 or 5 years younger in his prime, basically. So I feel like that's like a no-brainer.
No-brainer.
But what do you do at that point if you're extending Randall after this year and he's going to accept that deal? Like, what do you do with Obi, man? Like, what's his long-term future with this team? So does he become expendable in a move for some type of, star? Is it like a Bradley Beal deal we can do where Obi's considered in that deal with or Zach LaVine? And then just on the second half, guys, I mean, those first 4, I think 5 or 6 games out of the jump, I mean, it's really setting the tone, it feels like, for the whole second half. We got, I think, Philly twice, Milwaukee, Brooklyn. So, I feel like those first 5 games right out of the break are going to set the tone for the second half. And if we're really adding anything in the second half, the only thing I'd really be interested in is shooting with, like, a J.J. Redick, man. I think he found his shot since, like, I think the month of February, So that's really it, guys.
Appreciate it, Dan. If it's low cost, let's take a look at this schedule real quick, though. Bucks. You know the freak has revenge on his mind. There's no doubt about it. They are salty after we washed them up earlier this season.
Exactly.
The freak is going to have revenge on his mind. Then Thunder, team that beat us earlier, still salty about that loss.
Yeah,
then the Nets. Then at OKC, at Brooklyn, at Philly.
That is treacherous.
Home to the Magic. Matches up very well with us. Then Philly again. 2 against the Wizards. Should be able to take at least 1, hopefully 2. Then the Bucks again. And then Miami.
Miami, I know you guys are super worried. I mean, obviously that's a team that I deal with very closely, but Miami has their own issues that they're dealing with. And I think I actually wouldn't mind a series in which Miami and Knicks went at it first round, if that's what it came down to in the playoffs. I think it'd be a lot closer than people are giving us credit for. I don't think it'd be a shoo-in that they would win that.
I just think that the issue for me with them is obviously that they can light it up at any time. Even though they are struggling, they can light it up at any time. And once they do that, how do we counter in our offense? They're going to force us to shoot.
Yeah.
Miami, Spoelstra is a mastermind. He's going to force us, just like they played us earlier this year. They're going to take the ball out of Julius's hands. You're going to have Iguodala checking them. You're going to have Bam on them. They're going to be very versatile. They're going to be trapping our guards. It's just a tricky matchup, man. But let's see.
I think also that we have to look out for the fact that, that could work in our corner, or our favor rather, is Bam's dealing with an injury right now. He didn't play tonight. They're taking him day by day. Jimmy is hot and cold. Sometimes he's in, sometimes he's out. And that team falls apart when one of those two guys, specifically Jimmy Butler, is not on that court. And I don't know if that team is going to be at full strength like they were in the beginning of the playoffs last season come this season. Right. I think the quick turnaround has just been really, really unfortunate for them. And it's been unfortunate for a lot of teams, but I think we have to see what they look like in the second half, because the first half was real rocky for them.
It seemed like, like you said, the injuries were certainly a part of it, but it kind of just seemed like they also kind of just went into a malaise, like trying to recover from that whole bubble experience and going all the way in the bubble. And so it's a dangerous team, man. And then with the whole rivalry, that just gets my anxiety up, Ash. The
rivalry always makes me a little bit more anxious. That is
Yeah. The last 2 games too went down to the wire too.
Yeah, you know how it goes, man.
I was there when Tyler Hero decided to shoot that last pointer.
Exactly.
I wanted to run onto the court and punch him in his face. How
it's
dare
tough, man. It's tough. A couple more super chats in here. Kel Song Powell says, much respect for y'all. No sellout. Knicks town, not Brooklyn. Ooh, it's NYC all day. No doubt. Christoph says, Ash, first Cowboys, now UNC. Come on. Bullock is from UNC. How does that make you feel? Hashtag Dookie.
It doesn't make me feel anything, but there's a lot of great players from UNC. But listen, don't get it twisted. UNC is like I have a love affair with them, but it's Syracuse all day, every day over
Syracuse,
here.
okay.
I do rock with UNC though too. Sorry.
Me overall, I'm just Big East. But I was a UNC fan too, obviously, with all the great players that they had coming.
Yeah, some of the greatest players to ever play the game came out of UNC.
For sure.
Come on.
Yeah, man.
Respect.
Shout out Bruce Davis in the chat. We're creeping up on the goal, Ash. We're creeping up on 1,000 likes. Dave, if you're sending the form out, make sure you do that now so we can do the giveaway, and appreciate it. BSun07 says, KFTV, I am convinced I found Alfred's burner account on Twitter, KnicksFan6. His email is Alfred Payton. Straight fanboy, doesn't tweet during the games. Yeah, that was a funny event when we uncovered that. Michael Parker says it's not hard to understand why certain Knicks fans love RJ, or make no mistake, if it will cost us RJ to get Cat, RJ is out of here.
No,
I don't think I don't think they're gonna do that, man. I don't see that.
Can we stop with the get RJ out of? What else do you want from this man?
What more do you want?
He's old. He's giving all he got.
Is he 21 yet?
No, he doesn't turn 21 till June.
He's not even 21 yet. This guy is.
Yeah, he's a baby. Yeah. He can't even legally drink. Give the man a break.
Yo, he's gonna be. Man, the thing he's doing right now, wait till he's 23, let alone 25.
This is the perfect segue, man. I love when people hit us with the segues because we're going to go up north. It's Illa returning. He hasn't called us in a while, man. Illa, what's going on, bro? What's going on up there?
Yo, CP, man, it's good to be back, bro. It's been a minute, man.
Nice. Yeah.
Yo, CP, I don't know if you remember, but in the first games at the beginning of the season when I called in, remember when everybody was drilling RJ with him shooting threes and missing?
Mm-hmm.
I had to call in so many times to defend it.
Mm-hmm.
I said, I don't care how many misses that this guy misses because I want him to continue to shoot. And despite of me wanting him to continue to shoot, I asked a simple question: would you rather have him miss now or later?
Mm-hmm.
And let's fast forward to today. It's coming along. It's paying off. And this is what development is all about, man. One thing I'm looking forward to is next season, because I know for a fact RJ is going to continue to work on his game in the offseason, to up his game to the next level. So I'm going to make a small prediction.
Okay.
I don't usually make predictions or anything like that.
Yeah.
But my prediction is
Don't say Iggy.
RJ will be closer to becoming not only the king of Canada, but the Knicks. And so my words don't get twisted. What I mean by king is he's going to be the man. And if you don't believe me, like what you say, CP, go back to the archives. This time next year, mark my words, man. RJ's going to be the man. And one last thing, CP, before I get off, because what's mean not mentioning his name? God, you have to, CP. Put some respect on Iggy's name and the C League, bro. I know you don't like him. I know you make fun of him.
I didn't say that.
I know you personally don't think he's got what it takes, but give him some respect, man. I know it's G League.
Yeah.
But put some respect on Iggy's name, bro, because
Appreciate
you put up Harper, all those other guys on your Instagram page, but when Iggy has a good game, you don't put it up.
Here we go, man. Here we go. He's accusing me of being an Iggy hater, man. No way, man. Listen, I'm one of the people that want to see Iggy up here. I just clearly, from coaches last year to this year, they don't see a spot for him. And maybe they don't view him as a pro player. Time will tell. I'm always, happy when Iggy goes off. He goes off in the G League. That's where he shines.
Yes. Yeah, I love that criticism. Like, you never put this person on the IG.
He goes by what we
that one always,
IG, man.
That one kills me every single time.
Now we gotta get our guy Chris, who covers the G League. We'll get Chris back up and see what he's saying. I just it's no shade to Iggy, man. I don't not like Iggy. Come on.
You like Iggy?
Yeah. Definitely like Iggy, man, for sure. Let's hear from Carlos from the Bronx. Carlos, what's your second half story that you're looking forward to, man?
What's going on, CP, Ashley, J. Ellis? You guys are holding it down really well. Shout out to you. Quick point. If the Knicks are going to push for the playoff spot, we got to get another player. I'm not mad about getting Oladipo, somebody that can help with the offense, because second half is going to get tough. We need some shooters. We need some offense. Like, we struggle with the Pistons, and they suck. So we got to get some offense going.
Yeah, I hear you, man. That's the thing. And that's why I question how sustainable is this defense, because if it doesn't, they're going to be in trouble. They're going to be in trouble. There's no way around it, because this offense is it's not consistent enough. They don't hit enough threes. They don't push the pace. We know all the issues. And then, again, that's what, where the whole D-Rose Payton things comes into play, because Rose can push it. Rose can push it. And I was starting to like that chemistry. Him and Randall were getting in that pick and roll. And so it's going to be interesting to see, does Tibbs lean on Rose more in that second half? Maybe not starting him, but finishing games and getting more minutes than Payton, just to have that veteran presence in here and someone who can kind of, get some speed into that offense, Shales, to push the pace a little bit, up the tempo.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. there. Although I do feel like the Pacers, I feel like when they practice for that 1 week, I feel like the whole team has made a conservative effort to push the pace more because I feel like even when Peyton was in, the pace was getting picked up more, and you can see it with like Julius Randle and RJ are half the ball now. They're running up now. They're not jogging like they used to. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I agree with you for. I'm curious to see what they're gonna do with Elfrid Payton and Derrick Rose, and we need to have a more consistent offense all year. So next second half of the season is gonna be a test, man.
Right.
It's gonna be a test to see what we're made of, if our recent 3-point shooting is going to keep up at this level, if our defense is gonna keep up. There's gonna be a lot. It's gonna answer a lot of the questions by I say the second half, the second week of that March game. You're gonna see what we're made of for real.
Big time. The form is going around the chat. Make sure you guys are filling it out. We are going to do the giveaway. We're taking 2 more calls and we're going to do the giveaway. So make sure you guys fill that out. Let me hear from James from NYC. James, what's your second half strategy, man? What are you thinking?
I just wanted the problem. And absolutely can't. That was awesome.
I can't hear him.
Where's he calling from?
I don't know. He sounded like he was in the Matrix. James, you got to hang up and call back, man. Ari, what's going on, bro?
Oh, gosh.
Hey, what's up, guys? What's up? You hear me all right, CP?
Yeah, you're good. Yeah. You're good, bro. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I called in because I wanted to talk about Obi originally.
Mm-hmm.
Just first off, I guess, with your question, what's my biggest concern? My biggest concern is obviously trading the farm for Bradley Beal or Zach LaVine or someone like that. That's my biggest concern. I don't want to mortgage the future just to, lose in the first or second round of the playoffs. And my other concern is, just Julius Randle and RJ Barrett getting burned out by playoff time, because they're playing a lot of minutes and Randle hasn't taken a night off yet. But with regards to Obi, I was listening to the last episode that you guys had, and I honestly agree with everything Ashley said about Obi. At first, I wasn't down for the G League because I don't think he's promoted because he's not getting enough playing time to really even showcase his abilities.
Mm-hmm.
But it is very clear that he's walking on eggshells, and I think that's a reason why he's not playing physical. He's trying not to screw up, as opposed to impact the game. So he's just trying to get by without screwing up. Mm-hmm. So obviously he's not gonna be able to showcase his abilities. Especially I know CP you saying at least attack the rim, but he's getting the ball. He's doing dribble handoff on the threes. So at the 3-point line, it's kind of hard for him. It's not his game. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And he also, like JL said, he doesn't get a lot of touches. So you know what? If he's not going to play because Randall's balling out, then let's put him in the G League because we have to figure out if this guy's good or not. We don't know yet if he's good. And if we know if he's good or not, or at least get some input, some data on whether he will be good or not, then it'll make the Julius Randle decision next year easier, and everything will fall into place after that. So I agree with everything Ashley said about that, and I would be open to the G League at this point for him, not because I don't think he's good enough, but just because we need to see whether he has any potential or not. So that's the first thing I want to talk about. And the last thing I really want to talk about real quick is Randle, right? So here's the issue. If you make an all-NBA team, you're eligible for the Supermax, which means you can get 35% of the salary cap with 8% annual raises, right? He just has to make one of the 3 all-NBA teams. For perspective, Blake Griffin made the all-NBA team, 3rd team last year, I think. So he would be eligible for a Supermax if he got, if he wanted to re-up. That's a big difference between $25 million a year and a Supermax, right? That's the reason why Charlotte didn't re-sign Kemba Walker, because he basically took Klay Thompson's Supermax spot and Jordan didn't want to pay him, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's something that we have to really pay attention to, because for $25 million a year, the way Randall's playing, that's one thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
But a Supermax is a different story. So I think we have to pay attention to that. And the other thing, last thing real quick, if you're going to pay Julius Randle, and listen, he's been balling out, much respect to him, he deserves it. If you're going to pay him, then are you going to pay Mitch also? These are things that you're going to have to think about, So
these are questions we have to think about. So I'm just curious to see, like, if we do sign Randall, what do you guys think is Mitch's future in this team?
It's a good question, man. It depends on what Mitch wants and what his market value is. It depends on what they want, man.
Unfortunately, a player like Randall is more important than a player like
yeah. Mitch could be a casualty at war, man. He could be a casualty. So
casualty at war, big fact.
Yeah, like everybody we draft isn't going to be here.
Everybody's not going to make it, man.
Yeah, we have to make. This is going to be tough decisions to be made. Facts. So a Knicks fan, someone's going to be pissed next year.
Yeah.
No one's going to be happy. Somebody's going to be pissed at one juncture or another.
Can't please everybody.
Yep. Facts. Let's go to the closer of the night. Not Jay Boogie, but we going to Vietnam. Greg, what's going on, man?
Oh. Hey, what's up, guys? How you doing? How you
feeling, bro? What's going on, man?
No, man, I'm doing good. It's a beautiful day. No clouds. It's noon. It's 94 degrees and not too hot yet. Because Vietnam is kind of like it's 6 months of rain, 6 months of no rain, and it's always hot. It's like Borough Hall in Brooklyn train stop with no aircon hot.
Yeah.
It's usually hot and funky, but not right now. It's not funky. It's not too hot.
Borough Hall. That hit different when you said that.
Yeah, that Borough Hall hit different, man, on the subway. Summertime in August, boy.
Oh my gosh.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. That's what it's usually like. So right now, I only got like one washcloth walking around on my head. You know what I mean? By 5, you walking around with 2.
No doubt. Yeah, man, hold it down out there, bro.
So this is the thing. Yeah. So this is the thing, and I got my Mason jersey on.
Okay.
So actually, I wasn't gonna say this, but thanks for destroying Max Kellerman, because I remember when he was a bum on like Around the Horn, like 12 years ago. Now he's sitting there in L.A. talking about, and the key thing was you said, how did you feel when L.A. won?
Yeah.
He said, I felt good, and he was like, no, you didn't, because you didn't really win anything.
Yeah, right.
And the reason why we're Knicks fans is I'm going to be a Knicks fan. I'm from New York.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm walking around here with a Mason jersey, and all these young Vietnamese cats are like, yo, who was that? They all got LeBron jerseys, and they all got Curry jerseys on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, yeah, I'm a Knicks fan because I'm from New York.
There you go.
But moving on, the biggest keys for the next season is, correct me if I'm wrong, a lot of people ain't going to be here in a couple of weeks because I'm pretty sure we got, 14, 15 million in cap space that we, have to use, right?
17.
So, guys, some people ain't going to be here in 2 weeks. And I think Obi is a main candidate to get shipped out. Because think about it, Tibbs ain't going to give him no time. Guys, he's not going to get it. And I think he was a bad draft pick for us because he was AP Player of the Year dominating in a lower league. But we about to extend Randall, and he doesn't really have a post game, and he's okay from outside. And he's about to be in a slam dunk championship, so it'd be prime time to trade him. You know, so we're not gonna know what we have until after that March 25th date.
Yeah.
And check this out. What y'all think? Do you think Frank is a better defender than Bullock? Because one of the things with Frank is they asking him to play point, and he can't really do that because the ball don't move when he's in. I think if you just put him, I say start him at the 2 over Bullock, and then see what he does. And if it works well, cool. And if not, that's no skin off no skin off our butts. But and I'd like to come in at the 5th seed, but it's going to get tough because a lot of teams are making trades. Like Boston's about to get a lot better because they got that $28 million trade exception. They about to go get somebody.
Angel make a move.
So thanks for all that you do, and go Knicks.
Appreciate it, bro. Hold it down in Vietnam, Greg. On the Frank and Bullock, I think they both can give you some positional versatility on the defense.
Yeah, it's comparable.
It's comparable. Yeah.
Like I've seen instances where Bullock, I feel like Bullock can hold his own more than Frank, and I've seen situations where I feel like, okay, this is Frank's bag. Like I don't know, I feel like Frank is better with the rotations. To me, like covering multiple guys, I feel like Bullock might be slightly better one-on-one.
Yeah.
I think the difference is who's going to let it fly.
Yeah, who's going to let it fly?
Who's going to let it fly?
Yeah, and if you remember the beginning of the season, I said for Frank to hit his stamp, because I feel like his 3-point shot is coming along, he has to shoot more, and I feel like if he shoots more, he'll get a spot in rotation.
Yeah,
and that's what he's showing today. So if
he starts to very confident in his shot, man.
Yeah, And the way Tibbs, if Tibbs is telling Elfrid Payton to shoot it, he's telling Frank to shoot it.
Yeah.
So
Frank knows it's do or die, man. It's do or die.
Yeah. Pull it.
So that was good to see. On the Obi thing, listen, I don't see that happening.
Me neither.
I think longer term, maybe the next 2 years, maybe he's part of a bigger package to bring in somebody, but not right now.
Yeah.
I don't see that
Too early
right now. Too
early for
Yeah. And with the trade with the cap space that they have left, ideally they'd like to use it, but if not, everybody gets a raise.
Yep.
Everybody gets a raise, so it's not a complete loss.
Actually, I wonder because they said we had 17 million left, but Julius gets a raise since he made the All-Star game. So I wonder if that goes down a little bit.
I'm not sure. It's a good question. Definitely a good question. All right, let's go give away this hat. Salute to everybody in the chat once again. How many likes we got right now, Ash? Where are we at right now?
1,000.
There we go. Hit the nail on the head. I'm pulling the trigger right now, man. If you guys aren't ready now, I'm pulling it. So this is it. We got a lot of entries in here. Salute to Greg from Vietnam checking in. If you guys haven't seen, he spoke of Anthony Mason. If you guys haven't seen it, my interview with Antoine Mason. Had a great interview with Antoine Mason earlier this week, celebrating the life of his father. He was checking in from Spain. He's out there in Spain playing right now. Make sure you guys check out that interview. It's a very touching interview, man. A lot of people shared their sentiments in the comments. Appreciate everybody that left a comment on the video. And I appreciate Antoine for, just expressing how much his pops meant to him. That was a big moment there. So definitely check that out. All right, let's do this giveaway joint. All right. Who's in Atlanta for the All-Star weekend? Who's out there? You know this. You know they turn
early. Who's out there early? I know who's out. I know James is already out there. I already know that.
James is out there. James
out
is
there
out
early.
there. Lou Will is out there. He's at Magic City getting his wings popping.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
For the food only.
Yeah. You know AI's out there early.
Oh yeah.
AI never misses an All-Star. That's for sure. AI is definitely out there early. He has no quarantine, restrictions.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. So even though he didn't call in, we do have a statement from one J Boogie. He says, the Knicks are tied with the Hawks for slam dunk winners. Both franchises are at 5. If Obi wins, the Knicks will have the most winners. Just a little tidbit from J Boogie. Always thinking about adding value to the show. So we appreciate him. Appreciate you, J Boogie.
Appreciate. All right. It's facts.
Let's go. Facts. Here we go. We got the stragglers coming in on the snapbacks, but we gotta pull it. Hold on. All right, Dale. So you in this drawing? Yeah, you in this drawing?
Am I? I didn't put my name in the drawing.
Oh, you guys are missing out, man.
I have a hat.
Everybody can play. Everybody can play to win.
The multiple hats.
Multiple hats.
Multiple hats.
All right. The winner is no foot tricks here. The winner is James Chrysler. Shout out to James. Yeah, he was in the chat earlier. He shouted me out early in the chat, man. Yeah. Salute to James Chrysler. You just won a hat, man. Congratulations, pal.
All right.
Salute to all the winners. Charlie Correa sends a $5 super chat, says, I want the hat. Charlie.
You should do some autographed hats.
Could do that.
Yeah.
Could do that too. I'm sure we could do that. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. KnicksFanTV would love that. They would love
sign it.
Yeah. Salute to James. We could definitely do that though. Salute to James for winning that. Salute to everybody in the chat. Good win. JL's go ahead and sign out, bro.
You know the deal. Listen to KOT content on SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, etc. All audio platforms. So you have to do just Google us, Nick of Time Show, and you'll find us. Don't forget the Nick of Time Show. Also, please subscribe to the channel at the Nick of Time Show. YouTube.com/TicketTimeShow. We post stuff all the time, so definitely check out the channel as well. Also follow us on all social media. That is DKOT Show on Twitter, the Nick of Time Show on Instagram and Facebook, and also check out the blog at thenickoftimeshow.com and catch the merch as well, such as the KOT hat, T-shirts, phone covers, etc., etc. That is all.
Sweet.
As usual, you guys can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Ash Nicole Moss. You guys can follow my YouTube channel, All In With Ash Nicole. I put a little collection of all the work that I have done over the years up on my channel, so make sure you hit the thumbs up for that. And I think we may be doing, since we have a little break of games, I think we may be doing For the Love of Ashley during the All-Star break.
All right. Snap. Okay.
KnicksFanTV.
I got that memo.
Wait, what?
I think I got that memo that may or may not be happening during
All right. Hey, listen, I'm telling you, Ash. I'm telling you.
I'm about to break YouTube.
Yeah, we're gonna break the tube. We're gonna break the tube, man. Salute to everybody in the chat once again. Hit that thumbs up button for your squad. Nice win to cap off the first half. 114 and 104 Knicks over the Pistons. Great job by Julius. 27 points, 16 boards, 7 dimes. RJ was in his bag as well. 21 points, 5 dimes as well. Leave a comment in the chat, man. Let's keep the conversation rolling. You can join the Discord group, private Twitter group. We're always online and talking Knicks. And so even though there's no games next week, we'll always be available, man. So just look out for more content from us. Let me salute the final round of super chats before we bounce.
The chat's going nuts over my announcement.
The chat is in it. The chat is in it. Let's go. Hit that thumbs up.
Throw your names in the hat.
Hit that thumbs up button. Yes.
Did I just let the cat out the bag?
Yes. Let's do it. Love connection, Ash. We got to do it, man. Yeah, we got to do it. I told you. We'll shut it down, man.
This result in a real date. It's COVID. What are we doing?
We'll do takeout at Snyder Wings. You know what I'm saying? You get the styrofoam joint. Yeah, you get a little RC with, a little cola champagne or something, real Brooklyn style. We're doing real Brooklyn style. Takeout at Snyder Wings. Sponsored by Snyder Wings. Live streamed on KnicksFanTV. It'll be a blockbuster event. Trust me.
We might have to get some security with the super chats.
Yeah. We'll have all of that, man. We'll have all that covered.
Are you chaperoning this date or?
I'm just calling my cousins in there, man.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Winston.
Yo, yeah, Winston.
Dirk Joseph says KD picked Randall 18th because that's how New Jersey Nets cats roll. Durant will come to the Knicks if we win the chip. Drea Marie says, thoughts, will we return the same team after All-Star break? Okay. That's Drea's thoughts for the second half. Lonnie says, appreciate what you all do for the fans. Hit that thumbs up on the V Squad. Frank is no longer in a situationship, JLs. Hashtag Frankie Buckets.
Got commitment now.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
See. Well, we got.
That's the second half question. Question.
Derrick Rose comes back.
Yeah. WW says, IQ is a record-setting foot shooter and great from 3. But he abandons all that for an ugly floater. Rook got to square his shoulders and shoot a jumper. Definitely adjustment that he needs to make. I did the Tiger style. Flavor Phrase says, L for 20 points. Put some respect on Knicks fan 6's name. O-Dog says, Obi should be playing like Stat. He needs to think attack mode all the time. Face up defender and attack. That's all I'm saying. I understand he doesn't get those opportunities all the time, but I'm saying if he does, make the best of it. Legal Center says CP Frank has been looking good nowadays. Knicks should have been playing him, and I'm a big believer of Frank and hope the Knicks keep him. Hashtag Frank Hive. All right, Legal Center, appreciate you.
Charlie, the hat is gone, Charlie.
Yeah. Charlie, the hat is gone, man.
Could have just took the money for the super chat and bought a hat.
Yeah. Hey, we appreciate him. Man. He spent it the right way. Blood of the Panda says the chat has spoken. Jay Ellis is right on Obi. Ken O'Donnell says, love the channel, big dog. Playoff season. Appreciate you, Ken. JJ Blake, we won. Why y'all going in? What are we going on? I don't know what we went on. Maybe it's the Obi thing. But people misconstrue that as,
we're not happy that we won.
No. It's just wanting to see him play well.
Charlie.
Charlie dropping more super chats?
Charlie's $5. I need the hat.
Hey, all right, appreciate it, Charlie. We'll get you a hat. We'll get Charlie. Make sure you connect with KnicksFanTV Dave. Charlie, you gotta try to connect with Dave, man. Email us, Charlie. Email us.
Charlie, I will sign your hat, Charlie.
Yeah.
I just feel terrible.
Charlie wants a hat. Charlie's after that hat, man.
Yeah, Young Simba said he'll do security. Young Simba is legit, man.
Oh yeah, that's legit. That's legit, man. Young Simba, yeah. We'll definitely connect that. DJ who? Oh, hold on. Damn, hold on. Anthony M. JL's won that Obi debate. Omari wasn't activated without Nash. Obi needs his guards to do the same. SK says last time Frank looked like a point guard, Miller had him running pick and pop with Portis and pick and roll with Mitch. Tibbs should have Frank IQ feed Obi, especially Frank. I like to see Frank do that. Greg Film Stuff says for the RJ critics, there's not much separation between Ja's numbers and RJ this season. CP, when you ask Max, what did that chip do for you? That was the body bag. Stir fry Max every chance you get. That's a fact, man. Just applying pressure, man. Just applying pressure, Greg. Fire us Muthana, $20 super chat, appreciate you. Big Sir says Ashley sending a supposed NBA ready player in his first year to the G League. Bad optics for the front office. Rosa Nostra isn't coming out the gate and sending his first.
Get this man a hat. Get him a hat.
Pick to the G League.
Oh my God.
Is Charlie spamming super chats?
He said, please.
Is he spamming super chat? Yeah, we'll get it to him. Wait, but did he put his name in the joint though? Let me see if there's a Charlie in here. Dave, is there a Charlie in the form?
Charlie Carrera is the name. Yo, he's straight bugging for this hat.
Charlie, he didn't even fill it out.
Charlie
didn't fill out the form.
Hey, you bitch.
Yo, the hat ain't the hat like 20, 25 or something? Like one more 5, that's a hat right there, right?
Charlie's spending cheddar. It's priceless, man. Charlie, appreciate it, man.
Charlie out here making it rain.
Dave, we gotta figure out how to connect with Charlie, man, and get him a hat, man.
He wants a hat.
Yeah, get that man a hat. Let's get him a hat.
Get that man a hat.
SND 1129. Steve Verner says Knicks are going to go 22-13 in the second half. All right. Dylan Alex, Spurs lost to OKC and I'm pissed. Rooting for the Dallas Cowboys is the most authentic fan experience in sports. Just like them, you too can watch the playoffs from the comfort of your couch at home. Ash didn't like that one. 369 MyVG says the grind starts in second half of the season. We end the season 500. Everyone will know we up. Show the hustle and muscle. Hashtag Clyde. Culture Bridge. Shout out to the Hoop Earrings and Esteban taking a 2 down by 3. Hashtag TMK. All right. I guess you're talking to you, Ash.
Charlie said he ran out of money.
All right. I appreciate it, Charlie. Appreciate it.
He said, no more. I ran out of money.
Yeah. Okay, so Dave is going to send out the Discord chat link for everybody, but Charlie, make sure you get in there and connect with Dave, and we'll get you a hat. Big Search is moving on up to the east side to a deluxe apartment in the sky. Big Surge is talking that contract money. He's singing good times, man.
Yeah, man. 50% gonna hit.
Oh my God.
50% hit at 25 to 30 mil, yo.
DJ Tiger Paw, just for the good work you guys are doing. CPS JL's big up yourself. KFTV from Harlem World, now live in Landis, North Carolina. Go Knicks. Ty Thomas, RJ's our future. Next year, Kawhi on the way. Is Charlie still dropped? Did he find more money?
No, somebody else, Dre Maurice.
It's $2. It says Charlie's back with $2. I ran out of money. ...
I saw Drea spend $2 to please get Charlie a hat.
Wow. All right, yeah, we gotta get Charlie a hat, man. Ty Thomas, RJ's our future. Next year, Kawhi on the way. Charlie says, I love you, KFTV. My friend Esteban swears Terry and Trey is better Knicks chat. He's bugging, almost as bad as when he went 2 needing a 3.
Wait, what?
I don't know about Salute to Esteban.
I messed with Terry and Trey. Shout out to him.
Yeah, shout out to Charlie says shout out to the full Old Town Tib Squad, TMK, KFTV. These calls too dang long. Pause. Yeah, callers gotta tell you. We gotta make the calls shorter, man. No doubt. Virtuoso says Wax Smellerman is a front runner. Let's go Knicks. Charlie says, give me a hat to match my fold down Timbs. Charlie, I want the hat. The hat, I want it. Culture Bridge, you're Mr. Durante says crazy Mason tribute stuff. CP, love the guy. Way to get the 1, 2, 3 on Max Kellerman. Yeah, I made quick work out of him for sure. And what does it say? CPJL's KOT, shout Miss Moss. You only hit home runs. Way to go, first half, KFTV. No doubt. And then lastly is Free Esteban from the Culture Bridge. Charlie Correa, the hat, please. I need the hat, please. I ran out of money, the hat. Please get Charlie a hat. Dre and Marie. This must be like one podcast gang or something. Like
he's back. He said, I
just found $3 more. All
right. So I maybe we just leave this thing open, man. Charlie, just go off.
Yo, Charlie's like when you're drunk and you go on Amazon.
Yeah.
And you buy random stuff and then it gets delivered and you're like, what do I need these figurines for?
Yeah.
Why did I order these?
Right. And James that won the hat was the guy whose audio was chopped up before we went to Greg. So salute to James. He lost on the phone calls, but he bounced back with the hat. So no doubt. Dylan Alex says, I low-key just realized that Raymond Felton is Kyle Lowry without Drake's phone number. That's super tough. Dylan with the zings, man. Dylan keeps it coming. Angel Barrios looking to that Buddy Hield. If not, what are your thoughts on Beasley from the T-Wolves? I don't think T-Wolves ain't chopping him. They just got him. Yeah. And, hey, I'd love to have him. Yeah. See, he's not going nowhere. And Shell says, this is Charlie. I hacked Shell's account. Need that hat, man.
Out of control.
Salute, Shell. Salute to everybody.
I feel like we should sign a bunch of hats and give those away.
Good. Yeah, that's a good idea. Good idea, Ash.
I'll personalize them. Well,
right.
I can't. Then there's no way because
ship them everywhere.
You can wait first, and then whoever's names they are, I can
Yeah. It's a good idea. Something to think about, man. Something to think about. But good show. Great show, everybody.